Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back with another Warzone mobile video, and I wanted to go ahead and talk about something that I've been seeing in the community, specifically in regards to the game and its future. Now, when it comes to Warzone Mobile, one of the most trending topics that everyone is talking about is optimization, specifically for Android. Now, the general consensus of the Android community for Warzone Mobile is that Warzone Mobile system requirements is basically too high and that it's not going to run on low to mid-range devices, pretty much implying that you're going to need a very high-end device to even run the game. And so this is something that I've been seeing a lot in the community. And there actually is a little bit of truth to this, because if you guys remember when the first alphas were starting to release for Warzone Mobile, the system requirements were definitely really high. I mean, on the iOS side of things, at minimum, you needed an iPhone 12 Pro or Pro Max, which are really expensive phones. So yes, the system requirements at one point were really high. However, since the game has been continuously developed, and of course we've gotten betas and stuff like that, and right now we're in the limited release, the game has gotten more and more optimized, and I don't think people are giving the developers enough credit, especially when you look at the old graphics compared to the current graphics. The game has been substantially upgraded, and they've also made it more compatible with devices. But even with all of these updates, yes, Warzone Mobile is still a very demanding game. You have to remember that they're using the same engine as Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, which is basically a PC grade engine. Now, of course, that comes with a lot of benefits, but it also comes with a lot of downsides. The benefits, of course, being that we are going to get a very pretty looking game, and they obviously have a lot more resources to be able to do things such as cross progression with Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. So there is a lot of benefits there, but some of the downsides, of course, are specifically optimization when it comes to low-end devices and mid-range devices. However, like I already mentioned, we've been seeing them optimize the game, and the system requirements have repeatedly gone down. And even in our latest Warzone mobile video, we showed a clip of one of the developers giving us an update about the game, and optimization is one of their main priorities right now, which means that it's going to get even better in the future. Now, that's not to say that you should expect to be playing Warzone Mobile at 60 FPS on a 2GB RAM phone, because at the same time, you have to be realistic. If you have a 6, 7, 8-year-old phone, or even a newer phone that just has really low end specs, you can't be expecting to run every single game. And even in the games you can run, you have to be willing to make compromises, such as lowering the graphics or even lowering the frame rate or resolutions. Now, the other thing I've seen a lot of people mention is that they have a supported device, or they meet the minimum requirements. However, the game still lags on their device, it overheats or something like that. Again, we have to remember that there is a reason why they didn't fully globally release this game just yet. And it's simply because the game is not ready for a full release just yet. This is the reason why they've chosen just a select few regions to release in, and it's why they're slowly releasing it in more regions as time goes on. This allows them to test the game with a limited player base, and it allows them to take player feedback and then of course improve the game without going ahead and just releasing it everywhere and then disappointing everyone around the world. The game is still not ready to release just yet. It probably won't be ready to release for at least a few months, and they still have plenty of time to continue improving the game and to continue optimizing it. We've already seen significant improvements in terms of the graphical fidelity and in terms of the performance and stuff as time has gone on, and even just the few months that it's been available in alpha or in the limited release. So we just have to be patient and remember that developing these kind of games is not an easy thing, and optimizing for such a large amount of devices is also not an easy thing to do, but they are doing it. That being said though, don't expect any miracles. Don't expect this game to run on the absolute lowest end of devices with really good settings or anything like that. Again, you have to be willing to make compromises if you are on lower end devices and stuff. And you also have to recognize that not every single game needs to cater to lower end devices. There are still other games that are going to be available to play for people who can't run Warzone Mobile, like we already mentioned. We have Call of Duty Mobile, PUBG, New State. There's a bunch of different things that you can play instead. And if you want to be able to play the latest 2023 games, well, then you have to use a device that is capable of doing that. So me personally, I'm not too worried about the optimization when it comes to Warzone Mobile. I've seen the improvements. I've played since the very first closed alpha myself, and I've seen all of the upgrades and all of the improvements that have came to the game since then. And I'm confident that by the time this game is fully ready to release, it will be in a much better state than it currently is. So no, I don't think Warzone Mobile is going to fail, and I don't think that it's going to be in any trouble or anything because the game is just only reserved for high-end devices or anything like that. They've already made significant improvements, and I think by the time this game is ready to release, everyone is going to see that. But let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comments below. And of course, with all of that being said, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.